Welcome to this incredible video. I'm just ranking the best fighting games in my opinion, you know? And I think I'm gonna rank by franchise, like what I think the best fighting game franchises are right now, not like back then, no nostalgia also. I'm ranking based on how well the game is designed, and I'm ranking it on how good it is at targeting like specific audiences, or how wide of an audience it's targeting. So let's go. Where the fuck is where is it? Where? Hello? Bro, this is like picking a fighting game character. Honestly, I can't find my character. Right here. It's because the logo is so white. I couldn't see it. So at number 1 we have Smash. Yay! So at S tier for now we have Smash. Smash is just like game design wise, it's obviously like really good. There's shit ton of characters, but the most important thing is the fucking single player gameplay, which means like if you want to have a casual audience in a fighting game, the fighting game needs to be casual from the start, or instead of bringing the pros closer to the casuals, you need to bring the casuals closer to the pros. And the way you do that is by having a good single player mode that makes them want to keep playing. And Ultimate has that with tons of modes, challenges, crazy master hand story game mode with the bosses. I'm just talking about the classic mode and shit like that. The item, the customizations, like it's really good for single player, and it's also decent for competitive players. So I think it's like the overall all-round best game, best fighting game. Brawl had a better story mode, but everybody knows that. Like everybody knows that. I'm also just gonna rank one game of each franchise. I'm not gonna put like Brawl, because I think like Brawl is made absolutely obsolete by Melee. I'm also not gonna put Melee just because like people like I would literally die if I do this or this. So yeah.
Damn it, I can't find the game. Where the fuck is the game, man? I don't understand, man. Where is it?
Here it is. I think this is right? Or is it Rev 2? I don't even care. It's probably Rev 2, right? Yeah, it's Rev 2. It doesn't matter. Rev 2 is, I don't know if it's better, but okay, reset, okay? Guilty Gear as a franchise, as a whole. I think the last, like, 3 Guilty Gear games had the best tutorial mode in the game, in the franchise. In the genre. So it automatically puts it at number 2, no matter how many characters it had or how good the story mode is. Like best tutorial mode, it's best game for learning fundamentals of fighting games. So like automatically number 2, obviously. Tekken fucking 7, and I know what you guys thinking. Why the fuck is it not first? And the reason for that is like Tekken targets like 2 audiences. Number 1, you want to fuck around with the crazy amount of combos, or number 2, you're already a god at the game. So like the thing is, it's not the greatest game for learning fighting game. So what you want to do is you want to play Guilty Gear to get good at Tekken. Just for a short time. So what you need to do is you already need to be good at fighting games to get good at Tekken, or you need to be a fucking nerd to practice every combo in the game. Which doesn't make sense, just play Guilty Gear at that point. But it is the best game for people that are gods at the game, because it just has so much depth. Fucking Hollow Knight, bro. Fucking Hollow Knight. It does have a 1v1 mode that you can play, and you can play online and shit. I'm just saying that this is how fighting game story modes should be. Like this right here. This is what Street Fighter should have. This right here. I know it's like not even imaginable, because like they're not even close, they're not even like comparable. But it's definitely possible to do exactly this for Street Fighter. And honestly, all Hollow Knight needs to do is add more characters, and they got like one of the best fighting games in the franchise. And the character they do have is fucking cracked. Like it's insane how Hollow Knight 1v1s are played. And these 3, and if you've been wondering, where the fuck is Street Fighter, where the fuck is Mortal Kombat? Okay? So let me explain why they're not on the list. They're not even on here. All these 4 games make Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter almost absolute, almost completely pointless. All Street Fighter is is a normal fighting game with no single player content, not that great of a tutorial as Guilty Gear, with no single player content like Smash or Hollow Knight. Guilty Gear just straight up has a better tutorial, more content. Tekken just straight up has more depth. And like, it makes the game pointless. Same with Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat has something going for it, which is the gore, and sometimes they make some great game modes. The only people that like Street Fighter are the people that like to play the classics, and people that already are good at Street Fighter. Next up on the list is any kind of anime 3D fighting game. I know this is not a 3D game, but whatever, I can't find it right now. Any kind of 3D anime fighting game is like just for fun and for trying out and shit. It can be played somewhat competitively, but generally it has a purpose still, even though these games exist. So yeah. So these are all the games I think that are worth putting on the list. I couldn't find Dive Kick, sorry, but let me just explain something about my honorable mentions. Skullgirls is almost as good as Guilty Gear, or basically maybe better as Guilty Gear, but they don't have as active of a player base. BlazBlue is Guilty Gear just without an absolutely amazing tutorial. Footsies is just like for a niche player base that wants to have some fun. Same with Dive Kick. Also Lethal League wasn't on the list, it belongs right here. The next game is Soul Calibur, which I put on the list because of the character customization. And then we have some of the heavily polished clone games. So yeah, that's my list.